told me.
Alright, so we've made it now to chapter 6. We have 3 more chapters to go. If you are just tuning in to this part of my YouTube series, I am Lanisha Porter, and I am an author of women's empowerment literature. And right now I'm reading my own autobiographical work called Things I Never Talk About. And it basically recounts the first 18 years of my life growing up with maternal abandonment in the destitute and poverty-stricken streets of Louisville, Kentucky, but yet offering hope and encouragement and empowerment and a wisdom guide to young women and also just youth who may feel lost or who are going through chronic adversities, such as, struggling to hold on to your dreams if you're in a bad relationship or if you're struggling with self-esteem. I just offer so much of my own life personal experiences. So here I'm reviewing each chapter. We are on chapter 6, where I share an excerpt and then kind of explain to you the summary of that chapter. This chapter is Work Ethic, chapter 6. Pretty self-explanatory, but this chapter goes really in depth. So it talks about the importance of working hard, giving every ounce of your being to whatever project you're focused on. But it also talks about putting back as much as you take out spiritually and emotionally. So I know if you are like most of the dope, amazing women out here, you often work really, really hard. You maybe you struggle with the superwoman complex. You chair the board at every committee there is. You're after school jumping in with volunteer hours. You're at church helping out the deacon board and ushering, and then you have your social group to attend to, and then you have work. Maybe you're picking up part-time jobs to make ends meet, and you have so little time for self and for friends and for the things that really matter. And I talk about the importance of, yes, handling your business and being a force and getting things done. Yes, do that, but budget your time and take care of yourself. If you are not well, you cannot pour into the world the greatness that you have to offer. And when you are not right, all the things that you have a hand in will also not be of the best quality. So I talk about the importance of slowing things down when you need to, even if that means saying no, even if that means declining invitations for certain events or certain involvement. It's important. But I also talk about understanding that you are the decider of your fate. I believe in God, but I also believe that God assigns to us and affords us certain powers to decide certain things in our lives, such as what career you're going to pursue, what type of person and what type of habits you are going to cultivate and master and practice. And I remember kind of growing up always seesawing between, am I in control of my life or is God in control of my life? And for the longest time I didn't know the answers. And because I had saw so many people just kind of settle in life, I would see people who I would look at years ago and be like, oh, they're gonna be so dope when they get older. Like, they're not gonna let nothing stop them. They are unstoppable. Their ship is going to sail. It's gonna sail from this shore. Remember, I talked about that in chapter 3 in Dreams. Well, I remember meeting people who I would just bet my money on, like they're gonna make it, and then unfortunately, man, they would just crash. Like, I mean, they would fall into all the pitfalls that could have easily been avoided. And I got scared when it came time for my ship to sail, and I was like, man, if they didn't succeed in their sail, who am I to succeed, And I just remember that maybe I can't decide upon my own fate. Maybe at a certain point in our life, we need to surrender whatever power we think we have and just settle for the life that is situated around us. And then I read a book. It's such an amazing book, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And then I will tell you the experience that I had reading that book right here in this excerpt. So we're in chapter 6. In its work ethic. I'm on page 140. Okay. One day, while reading The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, which is one of my favorite pieces of literature, I came upon a powerful message that read, "The world's greatest lie is that at a certain point in our lives, we lose control of what's happening to us, and our lives become controlled by fate. That's the world's greatest lie." I immediately stopped reading and put the book down. I was experiencing reader shock. How did Coelho know that this was my biggest fear? Deep down inside, that has always been my biggest fear. I believed that someday my dreams of opening my empowerment center, writing my book, and becoming a philanthropist would be canceled out by fate. That everything I have always wanted to accomplish that was once so simple and clear to me would be washed away by some mysterious force, and I would be forced to settle with whatever fate has assigned me to become in life. For a long time, I was tempted to believe in that lie, but reading The Alchemist let me know that it was a lie. After learning it was a lie, I gained more confidence that my future in life depended solely on my decisions now and not fate. Oh, yeah. And I mean, this chapter is another one that I use specifically, that I pinpoint in my mentoring program. And there's a formula in here that I actually follow to map out my goals, but you have to buy the book to get that formula. So, yeah, now we're on to chapter 7. Stay tuned. If I have any new YouTubers, thank you so much for tuning in. We're almost there. Let's keep chugging along. We're almost there. Just hit the next button. Go watch the next video.
Told me